Hi guys, Angie'S, my fairy treasures. Okay, you guys, I am back. We're gonna finish off the girl. Finish off my mermaid here. I don't know if I started this with you guys last time or not. I don't think I did. But on her mermaid tail, like the fin parts, I've already started, and then I use the same technique that I used on her hair. And then we're going to do another technique to do the body and to do this little bubble. Okay, and then once we're done coloring her up on another video, not this one. This one is just about finishing her up. I'll take her, after I color her up, I'll cut her out, and then I will collage her into the world, into the fairy world. Even though she's a mermaid, it's a fairy world. You guys are like, okay, Angela. Oh, we can call it a mermaid world. Okay, let's call it a mermaid world. Mermaid / fairy world. There we go. We can have mermaids and fairies living here. And I finished, and also just to kind of show you, I finished this up. If you've been watching this series, let me just, there we go. So I just wanted to kind of show you, I finished it up. And I'll do close-ups of it when we get to the part where we're going to put our mermaid into the picture. Okay, then we'll get close-ups on some of the things that I finished up. Okay, so let's go in closer so we can start. We'll start with doing this technique here that I did on the hair to finish up her mermaid tail. Okay, I want to get in close. Just a second, you guys, if the camera's going crazy. Okay, that's probably as close as I can get, which will probably work. Okay, so I have, I chose 3 colors because I'm going to do the same technique I did here. So I have my dark, my medium, and my light. So let's just start. Okay, so just like the hair, we're going to start with the darkest color first on each side. You guys, this technique is good for hair. It's obviously good for this mermaid tail. It's good if you want to use it to do ribbon, to make shiny ribbon. It works the same. So this is just a good technique to do a lot of different things. Because the reason it'd be good for ribbon, because it leaves that shine in the middle, right? Okay, I'm going to have to come out with this a little bit more. I need to go back in with my darker color and just come out a little bit more. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to judge, you know, the length of what you need to color to end up with the white in the middle or really light in the middle. So if you have to adjust, just adjust. No major. Okay, and I'm going to leave that white space in the middle, and when I blend it, we'll blend that, and it'll be very light in the middle. Then we'll put some white. Let me just do it instead of talking about it. So now I'm going to take my blender pencil. I'm going to take my blender pencil. There we go. I really need to buy another blender pencil. I thought I had one that was not so small. I mean, look at this damn thing. And I have a blender pencil holder so that when or just a pencil holder period, so when you get down to a real small nub, you can put it in. But these ones don't fit this pencil holder, so pencil extender. But I thought I had a pencil that was, just a second, you guys, that wasn't such a stubby thing. Maybe I did. All right, I'll use it. No major. Oh, I do have one right here. Yay. Here's one. Here's another blender that I can use that's not all stubby. Okay. And you get these blender pencils because this blender pencils are super important for this. Oh, I almost forgot. These blender pencils are super important for this technique. For a lot of stuff I use for pencils, I use a blender. I love it. And it's called burnishing, what I'm doing right now. So you're really burnishing your pencils. You're moving the wax around so that everything really just blends right into the next. So this is called burnishing. I learned that from this, well, I've always done it, but I liked how this girl called it burnishing. I can't remember who it was, but I'm like, yeah, it's true. It's like you're burnishing. So the time you get to the middle, you're blending it out. It gets very, very, very light, lightest color, almost white right in the middle, right? And we want to make it a little bit more white, so this is the shine. So it looks like the fin has, just like the hair, it's all shiny. Well, so is the fin. Okay, let's start again. Same process. Let me check my camera, just make sure you guys are still seeing things, make sure the damn thing's still on. And it's not a camera, it's actually my phone. And I really like taping on my phone. I have a nice phone, so it has a good camera on it. And it's actually better than the camera I used to have, so. Okay. Yeah, you guys are seeing just fine. Okay. Oh, this is the one. That's the wrong one. Just a second. And you're doing like a medium light pressure. You want a lot of color. So this is not a technique that you're going to use a light hand. Medium to light. Or not medium, medium light pressure. Or even just medium pressure would be good. Okay, now let's go do our burnishing. And the burnishing gets everything to blend into each other. And after you blend into the next lighter color, before you keep going with that, just kind of wipe your pencil off. And that just makes sure that you don't get things too dark, because you want it to get lighter, right, as it gets to the middle. And you guys, at the end of this series, I will have and once I cut her out, paste and collage her into the fairy / mermaid world, I will make prints of it, and I'll be selling those in my Etsy shop. I'll come on and make a video when they're up for sale. I'll also sell the drawing of her, so if you want to buy the drawing to color her yourself, yeah. And my prints, they'll be framed prints. I think they're going to be right just $12, and that's include shipping. So I'm trying to make it really super affordable. So if you want a print, especially a framed print, you can have a framed print. So. Alrighty. It's nice if you want to collect somebody's artwork, you don't have to pay an arm and a leg. Okay, now let's do some burnishing. Okay. I have my wipe off sheet right below here. That's what I'm wiping it on. Okay, so the nice little highlight in the middle, we'll even do that a little more with this white pencil. Give it a nice, even nicer highlight. There we go. If you ever feel like something's not blending enough, like right here, I'd like to see a little more blending, take your white pencil and just go over the, right where it's dark and it goes into the lighter shade. Just take your white pencil and it will blend it more. It'll make another color there that's in between so it blends it out. Just ever so lightly. So, okay. So now, oh my gosh, cool. We got those done. Well, that was quick. All right, let me come in closer. We're going to do, excuse my camera situation, just a minute. Let's come in on, yeah, we come in as close as we can. On her body, on her the body part of her fins. Okay. Take this pencil out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to base coat her with watercolor. Jane Davenport's watercolors, which you guys know, I love all of her stuff. I love her. I love all of her products. It's basically what I mainly use. Even some of these pencils are hers, I think. Yeah, I use the, one of them is a Prismacolor pencil, but this one's Jane Davenport's 70s eyeshadow color. And then I used this other one, I think was Jane's too. Oh, this was her Prismacolor. Anyway. She has pencils too, and I use her pencils also. Intermixed with mostly Prismacolor as far as pencils go. If you're listening, Jane, which I'm sure she's not, make some more pencils. She'll be like, okay, I got a lot to make. I don't see her using a lot of pencils in her artwork, so it may not be one of the things that she thinks about the most, because it's not, I don't, as from what I've seen her with her artwork, she uses them, but just not a lot. I could be wrong, but from what I've seen. Okay, so there we go with that. Let me dry my brush off real quick. Okay. I'm gonna turn on the blow dryer, you guys, so if you don't want to hear the blow dryer to dry this, fast forward. so we're going to go to our pencils now. I'm using, like what I use for the fins. I'm using the Aquamarine Prismacolor Premier, and then I'm using Jane Davenport's 70s eyeshadow. And on the hair, the other one that I used, well, not on the hair, on these fins, was Prismacolor Light Aqua. But we're not using Light Aqua on this. We're just going to use these three here. So first, the Aquamarine Prismacolor. We're going to shade. I wonder if I want to sharpen my pencil. Just a second. Should do this before I get on here. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and start shading. We're going to put a heavy shade in here, right in the crux of her, because right here there'd be a major shadow in here. So make that nice and dark. And again, right in here. And you have all her hair right here, so everything on this side right in here is going to be pretty heavily shaded. Okay, we'll go in there. Okay, so then we're going to come around here with the shading. And now we're underneath her arm, so of course that's going to create a shadow also. It's going to be darker all in through here. Now when it starts getting to the tip of this knee, the sun's going to be hitting that. Not the sun, but the light, whatever the light source is, the sun, the light, whatever. Well, she's a mermaid, so I imagine it would be the sun. And we're just going to throw a little light, you know, shading here, but keep it more light here. Heavier shading over on this side. Because you have her body, her hair, everything throwing a shadow there. And her body is underneath her hair, it's underneath her arm. So, there we go. So, now I'm going to take my blender pencil, and we're going to blend out. And when you blend out, what's cool about blending out, it blends out to another color, the next lightest shade. So I don't need that medium tone color that I used on her fin, because I'm going to blend this out to that next color, that mid-tone color. And the lighter color is already there, right? Because I used the lightest color for the base. Okay. That looks awesome. Oh. Just burnish this a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to take that same darker color, and which is the aquamarine, and just hit some of these fins, some of the, not fins, the scales. Just hit a few of the scales. Gorgeous. Very, very pretty. So there we go. So there is now that part. So let's just take my camera like that so you guys can see. Oh, sorry guys. Just to get a full scale of what that looks like. Doesn't that look pretty? Okay, so the last thing we need to do, how much time do we have? Okay, I'm going to take Jane Davenport's, usually I use acrylic paint to do this, but I need to make sure I keep using all my supplies. I have so much supplies, I need to make sure I use them, and I haven't used these yet. These are, what are these? They come in this tin. They're drama sticks. And there's Ocean Dreams, and then there's one called Warm Heart. But look how cool. You get them in these tins. I love them. And so these come from there. I think this might be a mixture of the two tins, regardless. Okay, so I'm going to use this purple color here. And it's like a crayon. It's smudgeable. It's very, very smudgeable. You don't have to press down hard at all. You can use your finger and smudge, and I think it's water soluble too. I was using a little water yesterday with it. So I'm just creating a bubble. And we want all these colors to smush together. And if you touch the other color, it does transfer onto it. But they're really super soft. So let's just take my finger and start smudging. So they kind of smudge together. I'm wiping my finger off in between each one before it's... I'm not putting the turquoise onto this because it seems like it won't. It'll take over the pink or take over the purple, and we don't want to do that. Cool. That's exactly what I wanted. Let me just add a little bit more purple in here. Okay. Nice. So I just wanted some color to be smudged. Let me see if it's water soluble. I was thinking, did I? No, it's not water soluble. Okay. But it's just smudge. You can totally smudge. It's totally smudgeable. Love it. Okay, so what I like to do to even make it more look like a bubble, I like to put little swooshes on there with my brush and some white paint. Where's my white acrylic paint? Here it is. Now I haven't used white acrylic paint over these kind of crayons right here, these smudgeable crayons. And they've been made to look like eyeliner. Isn't that cool? All her new makeup, her new art supply line is to look like makeup. So these look like eyeliners. It's so cool. Okay, so I'm gonna take and put a little swoosh here. To me, this makes it look more like a bubble. Just to put a couple little swooshies. Okay. And let's encase this in a little bit of white. And I'm using my liner brush for all this. Love me a liner brush. There we go. So there's a little bubble that she is holding. Now, in the scene, it will look even better because I'm going to have a couple of other bubbles. So she's just holding on to a little magical bubble, but I'll have other bubbles, like, you know, all around her like this, and little splatters and stuff in the scene. So it'll even look better than that. So, oh, I wasn't even very close when I did that. Well, you guys saw it though, but that's how it turned out. So that's the bubble. Sorry I wasn't a little bit closer on that. So there's that. And then up close, there's the bottom half. So you can see the hair and the fins and everything. I think that looks gorgeous. Okay, let's come out. So we are finished with her. So the next time you guys come back, I will have her cut out and collage into the fairy/mermaid world, and then I'll show you how I incorporate her into the picture so she doesn't look like she's just collaged in it, and you'll see the full thing. Okay, you guys, that is it for today. Okay, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up, that'd be great. Any comments or questions, leave them below. Come visit me on Facebook and Instagram. And I'll talk to you guys next video. Bye!